Yo, how's it going, broskies? It's your boy Lofi here, and this story happened a couple months ago at the very first frat party I ever went to that got busted by the cops. So, yeah, sit back, relax, grab a bag of Skittles and your favorite grandma, and let's get right into this. So I was at work one day, and my girlfriend texted me, "Hey, can you come out to my college? There's a party tonight, and I want you to come with me." And I was like, alright, that's no biggie, kind of last minute, because she goes to college, a little ways away, so got off of work, sped the whole way there. Surprised I didn't get pulled over for going 90 and a 70, but hey, gotta live life on the edge, you feel me? No joke, no scam. I felt like I was goddamn Speed Racer driving on that highway on the way there. I was like, oh yeah, party Saturday night, bro, let's get it. Okay, let's go. Finna go with my girlfriend, have a good, jolly old time. It was gonna be exciting. So I finally get there, change out my work clothes, head up to her dorm, and, I meet the rest of her friends, which, not gonna lie, some of them were kind of weird, never been around so many drunk white girls in my entire life. But, we get in the car, we head to one party, and it was vibing, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of weird at first. I don't really like frat parties. Frat parties are kind of weird. You can't really have fun unless you're already drunk. So I get there, and I'm just like, alright, I need a drink. I get me some White Claws, down a couple of those, and I'm vibing, alright? Me and my girlfriend are dancing, we're just chilling, and then I see another black guy across the room, and then I leave my girlfriend, go up to this dude, like, we just walk towards each other, okay, because we're surrounded just by a bunch of white people. Like, there was, like, no black people at this party except for me and this other dude, right? So we meet up with each other, we dab each other up, we're talking, we're hanging out, we're chilling, we get each other's information, and, we were vibing. Not gonna lie, though, that frat party was really weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you've never been to a frat parties nowadays are not like what they used to be back in the day. Now it's just everybody with their specific group of friends, and they're just sit in little huddles while the music plays, dancing around, being retarded. And it's not really that fun unless you know everybody there, unless you all go to the same college. Like, it was really weird for me, because I didn't go to that college, and I was just there like, hey, this chick's my girlfriend. Everybody was like, oh, yo, what's good, bro? That type of stuff, just greeting people. I was already kind of drunk, so I guess, I kind of forced myself to have fun, but it just be like that sometimes. But after a while, my girlfriend's friends were like, hey, this party isn't really vibing that much. There's another one down the street. Let's go to that one. But before we left on the way out, there was a guy smoking a blunt, and we decided, yo, let's take a couple hits of that. So we take a couple hits of the blunt and then leave out. Now, we did have a designated driver, okay? Lofi's big titty goth GF turned out to be the designated driver. She hadn't really been smoking or drinking, none of that. So yeah, we were safe, but playing by the rules, not breaking too many laws. But on the way there, we passed by this cop, okay? This cop was just driving around the neighborhood, and we decided to go a different route to get to the party, got kind of lost, but we finally made it there, alright? So we pull up to this party, and it was a anything but clothes party, right? So there were people wearing trash bags, quilts, bed sheets. I saw a guy that was decked out in a bunch of Bud Light, containers, like the cardboard ones. He had fitted that into a suit, and I thought that was pretty cool. Then I saw another guy that had fitted the exact same thing using Corona, the Corona cans into a kilt, and I was just like, yo, that's cool. Everybody there was vibing. I like this party a lot more. Again, not a single black person in sight. Felt kind of like the black sheep, no pun intended, but nonetheless, we were still vibing, dancing, having fun. Then we heard the police sirens. Now, at the time, I was at the back of this house smoking a blunt with some random dudes when I heard the police sirens, and I immediately handed the blunt off, tried to find my girlfriend and the rest of her friends, and I could not find them. Now, at this point, apparently all the music had stopped, they had turned it off, there was a knock on the door, the police came in, and I had smelled like straight weed. Just like, I knew it, and I was just like, oh my god, like, this is it, I'm gonna get arrested, and I'm like an hour away from home, dude, what am I gonna do? So I start trying to make my way out the back, but apparently that was a big no-no. There was a cop sitting there, and I was just trying to walk away, leave, meet at my girlfriend's car, try to see if everybody else had already met up there. I'm just walking by this cop, trying to make my way around like I was leaving, or I wasn't even at the party, and I was just hitting my vape, right? And this cop stops me, and he's like, hey, you, come here. And I'm like, what, me? So I go over to the cop, and he's like, how old are you? And I was like, 20, because at the time I was 20, it was a couple months ago, and he's like, so why do you have that vape? And I'm like, well, he's like, give it here. And I was just like, no, which is dumb. I was high and I was drunk, and I was like, I'm not gonna give you my vape. Like, why? Which, again, stupid decision. Probably should just gave it to him. And he just starts walking close to me. He's like, all right, put your hands behind your back. And I was like, nope. And I just turned around and I bolted. I hear the cop speak something into his walkie-talkie, like 10-4, blah, 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 whatever cop speak they have for code for black teenager on the run, okay, whatever that one was. And, yeah, I just didn't look back. I was just running around this whole neighborhood trying to lose this cop, and I was just freaked out. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, dude, I'm not trying to get busted at this party. I'm, like, super, super fucked up right now. Like, I definitely would have got arrested for something. And the fact that it was over a vape too, like, because the fact that I refused to hand over my nicotine stick, he was like, alright, you know, I'm gonna arrest this kid, the only black kid at this party. And I saw nobody else around me who was also talking to cops. Like, I looked behind me, and I saw there were, you know, I guess the owner of the frat talking to the cop, and they were all being calm and chill. The second this cop comes in contact with a black dude, he's just like, alright, hand over the vape, hands behind the back. And I was like, what? And I was like, no, fuck that. He told me out of all the 18-year-olds at that party who were drinking and smoking and stuff, you're gonna arrest the guy who's probably closer to actually being of the legal drinking age. This was literally like 3 weeks before my birthday. Now, as I'm running, I look behind me and I see the cop. You know, he was pretty fat. Like, you know, homie needed to lay off the donuts, so I was losing him. So at one point, I go into the next neighborhood, I go into somebody's yard, and I hide behind their, like, little air conditioner thingy, and I just sit there, out of breath, pull out my phone, text my girlfriend, hey, where you guys at? I just ran from a police officer. And unfortunately, I got no response. So I run back towards where I know we parked. We parked, you know, a little ways away at this store somewhere that was across the street. So I ran over there, find my girlfriend's car. Her and her friends are all sitting in there. I tap on the glass. They open up the door. I get in. I'm like, go, 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 go. And she's like, all right, you know, she's like freaked out and like, oh, I'm freaking out all over her friends and everything too. I was like, bro, there's the cops after me. We need to go. We need to go back to your dorm. I need to hide, dude. But instead of going back to her dorm, all of her friends wanted to go back to that other party we were first at. So we go back there. Luckily, the other homie of color was there too, so I meet up with him. I told him all what happened. He's just like, dude, are you okay? Like, the cops out here are pretty racist. Like, no joke. He was just telling me that he got stopped sometimes whenever he's out and about just because they think that he's doing something. And keep in mind, like, at this college that my girlfriend goes to, there's like no black people. Like at all. All of them are on the football team, and that's pretty much it. I'm sitting over there freaking out, you know, my girlfriend's, you know, trying to calm me down too while I'm talking to this dude, and they're both trying to reassure me that I'm not gonna, you know, have a wanted poster out for me on a billboard. So yeah, I was just sitting there freaking out for the rest of the time we were at that party. Then eventually, I guess, my girlfriend's friends got bored, and they're like, alright, I'm really drunk, really messed up, I want to go back to the dorms and sleep. So we all get back in her car, head back to the dorms, they all go their separate ways. I think somebody threw up on the way there. I remember we had to pull over to a gas station. One of her friends got out the car and just puked all over a gas pump. But once we finally got back to her dorm, you know, we were just chilling in there. Luckily, her roommate was out, and my girlfriend did a little extra special something, if you know what I mean, to help me feel better. And, you know, rest of the night was good. I was vibing. I'm still here. I'm pretty sure the FBI isn't looking for me. You know, the cops are just like, another black teen being naughty. Well, we'll get him next time. Haha. At least I hope that's how it went. You know, they could be stalking me right now, about to bust in through my door and be like, look, you had a vape and you were 3 weeks away from being 21. Okay, that's illegal. Okay, no vaping. But yeah, that's how my first frat party went. That was an experience. I don't know what it is about, you know, being drunk or high in front of a cop that just makes you really anxious, especially being black, okay? For those of you that aren't people of color, okay, don't know how to explain it, just being around cops in general makes me nervous and anxious, and being, you know, high around a cop makes me even more anxious, so I probably did make the smartest decision, you know, but the fact that he was gonna arrest me over the fact that I had a vape 3 weeks before I was able to legally get one was honestly kind of dumb. But either way, he was being dumb, I was being dumb, but everything worked out okay, and I guess that's all that really matters. But yeah, if you can learn anything from this, don't go to college parties. They suck. Just get drunk and high with a couple of your homies in a safe environment. That's usually a lot better and a lot more fun. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this storytime video, slap a fat like on it, and if you're new, subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Also, go follow the Twitch. I'm going to be streaming later on tonight at twitch.tv/OGLofi. It's going to be linked down below in the description. But yeah, I hope you guys all had a fantastic day. I've been Lofi. Peace out, broskies.